OG horror story brought to you by Tales from the Faceless. Narrated by The Shadow, the final transmission. It began with a storm, not the kind that rattles your windows or lashes your roof. This one came in silence, and it swallowed everything. Ranger Glenn Maddox had patrolled the Alaskan backcountry for nearly 12 winters. No partner, no backup, just him, his snowcat, and the endless white. He liked it that way. The solitude, the distance from people, from noise and from the world. But something changed that winter. The snow came heavier, the nights lasted longer, and the woods didn't feel asleep anymore. They felt like they were watching. It was 2:47 a.m. when the call came in. An old emergency frequency, one no one used anymore. Glenn had been dozing in the ranger outpost when the radio crackled. Barely audible, distorted, but unmistakable. A voice, a woman's voice. "Please, if anyone's out there, he's not dead. He's still moving. We're at Devil's Rest, cabin 9. Please. He's at the window. He's looking at me." Then, a high, shrieking noise, metal on metal, glass breaking. Then nothing. Devil's Rest, a dead zone, abandoned 3 years back after an avalanche buried the trailhead. Only 9 cabins were ever built up there. All condemned. No power, no cell signal, no reason for anyone to be there. But someone was, and Glenn had to know why. He loaded the snowcat, 2 cans of fuel, a full tank, his revolver, a thermal radio unit, and 2 body bags, just in case. It took him nearly 4 hours to reach the old trail loop. The storm surged ahead of schedule. Visibility fell to 5 feet. The snowcat's engine whined under the strain. Still, he pushed on. The coordinates were burned into his mind. Cabin 9. Last one on the ridge, past the frozen stream, beyond the broken bridge. No lights, no sound. But the door was open, and the snow leading up to it had been swept. Someone didn't want tracks. Inside it was warm, too warm. The stove was lit. A single lantern swung from a hook on the ceiling. The walls dripped with condensation. And the smell, copper, flesh, and something sweet, too sweet, like syrup poured over rot. He called out, no answer. But something moved, not inside, outside. Across the window a shadow passed, slow, deliberate, dragging something behind it. Glenn drew his revolver and backed into the cabin. The door shut with a snap behind him. The lantern went out. In the dark, he heard a sound. Thump, thump. Something hitting the wall. Closer. Then, the radio hissed. "You shouldn't have come." But it wasn't her voice anymore. It was his. Glenn's own voice, repeating his last transmission. Warped, twisted, saying things he never said. "I saw the mouth. I saw what it did to her. I let it in, and the door unlocked itself." Glenn spun around. No one. But the cabin was different now. Stretched, like the walls had pulled back to reveal something deeper. A hallway that hadn't been there before, with a single red light at the end, pulsing like a heartbeat. He walked it, gun raised, mouth dry. Each step echoed. Not against wood, but against something softer, spongy, wet. The floor gave slightly, like stepping on soaked carpet. At the end of the hall was a door, and beyond it, a room filled with mirrors. Dozens of them, all fogged except one. That one showed Glenn, staring back. Only it wasn't Glenn. The reflection was smiling. Wide. Too wide. Teeth that split the face open like a zipper. And in its hands, a radio. It turned the knob. Cabin 9, Devil's Rest. He's at the window. He's still smiling. He's still hungry. Then the room cracked. Not broke. Cracked. Like the mirrors were windows. And something was pressing from the other side. Fingers, nails, eyes, teeth, all trying to come through. Glenn ran, back through the hallway, back to the cabin. But it was gone. He was outside, standing in a field of snow, and all around him. Cabins, hundreds, endless, all numbered 9, all lit from within, and all with the same thing in the window. A face, grinning, mouthing the same words. Turn on the radio. He's still here. He's still smiling. He's still hungry. And that was 7 months ago. Well, all they ever found was his snowcat, still running, gas tank full. No footprints, no body, just his voice on loop. Broadcasting every night at 2:47 a.m. on 148.7, Cabin 9, Cabin 9, Cabin 9. He's smiling. He's smiling. He's smiling. Sometimes you can hear another voice behind it. The woman. Still screaming. Other times, there's a third voice. Closer, right behind your ear, calling your name. So, if you ever get the urge to go north, if you hear a voice late at night on an old emergency band, don't answer. And whatever you do, don't look in the mirror. Because if it's smiling back, it's already too late. You've been listening to Tales from the Faceless. This was the final transmission. Until next time, sleep with the radio off.